The surprising power of creative decompression. Feeling burnt out and struggling to find your creative spark? What if I told you the secret to boosting your productivity and well-being isn't more work, but intentional breaks? In this discussion, we're diving into the surprising power of creative decompression, a concept that will revolutionize how you approach your daily life and unlock your full potential. Because I would like to make a bold claim right now, and that is the following. I want you to forget everything you know or you think you know about being productive. What if I told you that purposely doing nothing creative could be the most impactful thing you do all day? Get ready to discover the unexpected benefits of creative decompression, a powerful tool that will not only rejuvenate your mind, but also surprisingly enhance your work and overall happiness. Welcome to a quick reset episode. It's your girl Zap. And as we dive into the concept of creative decompression, and we're exploring the same, we're going to be revealing its unexpected benefits for personal well-being and productivity. This discussion will offer you, the listener, a refreshing perspective on how intentional creative breaks can be integrated into daily life. Because I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I'm constantly battling with mental fatigue and struggling to innovate. Because this traditional grind often leaves us depleted. But there's a powerful, counterintuitive solution that you've likely never considered. I've never considered it. And it was all about this term, creative decompression. It's a simple yet profound practice that will inject new energy into your routine. I dare say it will boost your creativity and lead to a more fulfilling and productive life. Because listen, the grind isn't working. I can personally say that I have fallen into a toxic, never-ending life cycle and loop at times and in different seasons where I have been feeling burnt out. I have been feeling stuck. And in many occasions, I was feeling very uninspired. And let me tell you this, if you've been feeling this way, you're not alone. Because this is the relentless pursuit of productivity. And let me clarify, let me backtrack to just what I said right now. The relentless pursuit of productivity often backfires. Yeah, you heard me well. And it backfires a lot. We have this myth of constant output. Why pushing harder without breaks actually diminishes quality and creativity. And I would like to expand a little bit more on this. I grew up in an era where the internet was on the rise. It was a new playground. Everybody was ready to discover this uncharted lands. And it felt fun. It felt new. It felt like the world was at our fingertips and that anything was doable and anything was possible. Y'all remember AOL? Do you remember having to do your dial-up internet? Yes, I know. Some people would say this is good times, but I see it as almost like a weird transition from leaving behind things and embracing the unknown. And while it was fun for its time, now we live in an era where everything has pretty much been established. We know what the internet does. We now see platforms, social media platforms that replaced IOL, Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads. We see live stream. We see YouTube. We see Netflix. We see all these things that present themselves as conveniences to make our lives easy, but in return have made us feel overwhelmed because we have so much access now to so many things, so many options, that it has fragmented our time. It has fragmented our priorities, our way in seeing life. And convenience has led to, therefore, a culture of grinding, of nonstop grind, of hustling. Being a hustler became all of a sudden a good term, a good tag to use. Yeah, go out there and hustle, get your money, get your moolah, go grind, do what you gotta do. And productivity became this thing where now it's seen as, in order to be productive, in order to grow, you have to do. Breaks are for the weak. You know what I mean? And we feel burnt out now because this constant grind from 9 to 5, and then we want to start our side gig. We want to start a side hustle. We want to start a business. We want to start YouTube because it's cool, because it's what everybody's doing right now, and we just want to fit in because we're in awe by the glamour, the camera, the videos, and we have this whole perception of how life might be for that person on the other side of the cameras that are on, of the videos that we watch, and we think they have it easy, that's the life we're aspiring to live. Because I myself, I was one of them. I was like, wow, this is doable. I can replace my 9 to 5 job. This is going to be the job that's going to sustain me and my family. I can make a career out of this. I can be successful in this area, because being a woman who has a career is seen well in society. And I'm a mom and I can raise my kids, but what's more important to me? No, it's my career. It's having a title besides just saying that I'm a mom, just saying that I'm a wife. And it really left me pushing harder, because as I'm embracing this culture, I'm having to always think about what's next. So I was creating videos and I was starting projects and jump-starting, ideas that are successful, but was never enjoying the present time, was never enjoying the work that had already been done, was never enjoying the results for things that I had already put in the work for. And I had already put in the work too. And I was just left feeling like I was running in this hamster wheel. I was in the middle of this rat race, fast-paced life where I gotta do. And it left me feeling the mental and physical toll of truly never unplugging from demanding tasks. It even left me with a sense of guilt that if I even dared to take one intentional break, that I was going to be left behind, that my dreams were never going to come true, that I was never going to see success in any area, whether it be career, marriage, raising kids, whatever that may be. And it truly left me even feeling concerned for myself as I was thinking about How do people see me when I take breaks? Are they going to classify me as a lazy woman, as a woman who never commits to her responsibilities, to her dreams, to her career, as someone who's unreliable? But I truly found out over time that this was a complete lie that I was telling myself. And I discovered the surprising benefits to creative decompression. For example, I found out how engaging it is, even in seemingly unproductive creative activities that actually boost my focus and problem-solving skills for the main tasks that I have to do during the day. Like, for example, gaming would be one of those hobbies, but now I've given myself permission to discover other hobbies, other engaging activities that boost my creativity, that boost my focus, and may seem unproductive, but is giving me the energy that I need so I can stay focused on those main tasks. Something as simple as coloring. Something as simple as sitting down, reading a book. Something as simple as sitting down, taking a nap in the middle of the day, going out for a stroll, playing with my kids, allowed me to slow down, disconnect from the world, and truly find out what matters to me the most. There has been scientific evidence that as they look at how creative breaks are not only reducing stress hormones, it also improves cognitive flexibility. There's been stories around the world of real world impact of how integrating creative decompression has transformed productivity and well-being for others, including myself. I remember the first time my husband invited me to do a retreat. A retreat that required getting off social media, turning off my phone, not having any interaction whatsoever in the digital world, shutting down completely to the digital space and connecting to the real world and what was happening around me. And boy, oh boy, that gave me so much anxiety at first, because I was like, oh my God, I got to take a weekend off. I won't be able to post. I won't be able to, upload a story. I won't be able to tell people what's going on next week, content-wise. And what? I gotta be present in the real world? What is that? Talk to people in the real world? Oh my God. It took a lot out of me. But then, the more and more we did the retreats, the more I found myself liking it. And the more creative all of a sudden I became. Like, it was almost like giving my brain time to shut down and relax was actually doing me a favor in return and making me more creative and coming up with some of the best ideas, because guess what? I was living life. Some of the best songs I've written for my albums, some of the best videos that I've recorded for my channel have come from moments of solitude and from decompressing. So I would like to share with you guys some creative strategies on how to unlock your creative decompression. First of all, beyond hobbies, let us understand the intentionality behind engaging in low stakes, high enjoyment, creative activities. Whatever that definition is for you. Like I said, it could be as simple as taking a nap. It could be as simple as watching your favorite show. It could be as simple as meditating, going out there, having a cup of coffee, hanging out with some people, putting yourself in situations where you have real world interactions, where it forces you to slow down, look at nature, and take life for what it is. and just live in the moment. Sometimes these things require you not doing absolutely anything. Maybe you don't have things figured out. Maybe you don't know what to do. And that is precisely why you need to have these creative decompression breaks, so you can figure out what you truly want to do. Are you just keeping up with the Jonases? Are you just keeping up with social media trends and what the world is shouting out there of what your life should look like and what you should do? Have you ever thought for yourself one moment at what I'm doing? Is it something that I choose to do? Or have I been brainwashed over time into thinking that this is what I want when it's not? And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I myself have had to do this from time to time. I'm doing it right now as we speak. I do this cool little method, decompression method, that I would like for you to start doing today, which is, for example, I like to doodling, or I take a 5-minute break where I do freestyle writing. What am I writing about? I truly don't know. Whatever I feel like writing, I grab my notebook, I grab my pen, and for 5 minutes I set a timer and I just freestyle. Whatever that is, I just basically do it. And those short little breaks will help me see where I'm at mentally, and I can slowly start steering away from things that I'm doing that no longer benefit me or that I'm not even enjoying anymore, and focus my energy, my time, and my resources into things that I truly do enjoy. And these are the surprising benefits, like I mentioned. I would like for you to set upon yourself a challenge. I would like to set a challenge to all who is listening and watching this video. I want you to pick one creative decompression activity and commit to it for the next week. Whatever that might be, choose one activity and commit to it for the next week. If you want to go extreme and be completely off your phone and do a social media fasting for 1 week, or you want to start little, like I said, a 5-minute freestyle writing, or whatever brings you the most joy. It might be choosing a recipe and cooking something delicious, something new that you've been meaning to get to, but you have never had the time to commit to it. Whatever that may be, I want you to choose, pick one, and commit to it. I'm doing this call to action to not only commit to it, but I want you to share your creative decompression experiences and tips in the comments below. If you want to upload it to a story and tag me, resetnzap is my handle, both on X and on Instagram, or you want to upload a video on YouTube and share it with me so I can see what you've been doing, your own personal journey, feel free to do it, or simply share it in the comments below. I dare you to embrace this challenge, to choose that activity and let me know how it's been going for you. But I also want you to look ahead. I want you to embrace this mindset because it can lead to a more balanced, joyful, and ultimately a more productive life. Unlock your brain to the secret of a creative decompression. Stop the burnout. Unlock this creative decompression as your new superpower, because your brain needs a break. This is the power of creative decompression. And ultimately, reset your mind, because that is the unexpected magic of creative decompression. Thank you for joining me at this quick reset discussion. My oh my, there's so much I can say to this, but I want to let you all know that you're not alone. I too am working in this. I too will be taking a break just to reset, a major reset, and just choose what really fills me with joy. And I hope you too can do the same for yourself. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this discussion, leave me a 5-star rating, leave some feedback, some reviews. Remember that the podcast is currently streamed and you can listen to it anywhere where podcast is streamed. I wish you all a great week. And as always, don't forget to reset and zap for the week.